These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is. Or maybe not.
But too soon.
Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Ember?
Gone.
Nice fighting area though.
I didn't. Where is Ember?
He must have fled. He was just standing there. Didn't he? He was nowhere to be seen.
I knew the boy had a nervous.
The right man for... I believe this is the...
Don't you tell me you breached the tower whilst.
What? To bring the thing back without getting...
He has you there in his air.
But Sid!
He did what he thought was best.
Of course. Well, don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
Alright. That's pretty smart thinking, huh? I didn't think he would go and get it. Delivery.
Quint, do you now? Something tells me. Go on then. You'd have me convince the chiefs and do the one thing that has proved impossible for...
I know it's a lot to ask, but
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. The people of Lost Wing, you'll have to find...
I'm sorry to...
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it? They want you to speak for those who can't... If it's the vineyard, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know...
It's not that.
Then what is it?
You know that.
Then what are you saying?
Yeah,
Only
man.
we
Spit
are
it
worth
out.
saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
Damn straight, bearer.
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us? Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreak.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these...
Hopefully not for long.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us.
It's just back there.
It is.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men.
And he had such little screen time.
I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
Oh.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Well, are they praying to Ultima?
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe. What is going on here?
Ah, did you too heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here?
It is my home.
You keep saying that.
They came here to perform the rite. This village is their altar, where they
shit.
shall come.
Give them
Oh, Lord, let us be reborn. Free us from...
They want to be saved. Forgive me.
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes. He's...
Thank you.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
He's not gonna be alive, dude. Set at the back, that doesn't narrow down which house.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. Lord Rosfield.
That's right, and you must be...
I am.
Cyril was worried for your sake.
And I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the bird.
He said that you had failed to report.
I came here to study the followers of this new... You have seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from... Serve him with all of their being. I, too, swore to devote my... And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might do their duty to their law.
You do understand?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become a Kashik. I know that it may be hard to believe. Forgive me, my lord. Did you hear that, my lord?
I'll go find out what.
You've turned, probably. Well, that platform went up. Did an ether flood just happen? It did.
An ether flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do.
They don't want to be helped.
Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Always.
Ready. What now?
Another one. Guardian, perhaps? Soul Leader? Oh, shit.
We meet again. I've killed your kind before.
that.
Damn it!
But one little tap with his sword.
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves to the service of their Lord. Just as I did when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
Salvation is different for everybody.
They are saved. Founder. I should get this report to Cyril.
My lord, I am glad.
I met with your third chair.
Passed away not soon after.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickleburg.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they prayed to their god that they might... Then an ether flood came. Your brother sacrificed himself that they... Even knowing that life... was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end.
Free will.
For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be. Only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them. We protect them. And yes, we die for them, for better or worse. That is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. And you still believe that what he did was right?
I believe we of the Undying are not slaves, and this was his will.
I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course, I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though
to have
our
you,
duties may
and
differ,
always will be.
yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success, and were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
So ride with me.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Wants to get a book. This one's for Vivian.
This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from the local barrack? This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you from a distance.
Subtle. I know who...
Then we need not waste. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and...
Your care?
That is not my decision to make, but by one means or
Take
another.
this book.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well.
If this is it, you're surely mistaken.
Let's see, shall we?
He's going to stand no chance against me. Got him.
Impressive, but we have other means.
Why do you want it so badly?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know? Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull, so let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe...
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge
Fools.
that would bring... That is all. You may keep the book. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until
I doubt
then.
it.
Wait. Damn it.
God damn it, Clive. The fucking most
Let's
power
get this
in the
back to
whole
Vivian.
world. And you can't catch one guy who's probably hiding in a box to my right.
Run like the wind.
Damn it.
This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Oh, this is to get to the litany.
Disposed of. Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out. Forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. This must be the registry. So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this myth? It was only a matter of time, I suppose.
Yep.
This place is cursed. Too slow.
What all the way up there? And
Nice try.
fuck off with your fucking gun, man. Very close to being enough. Van Tetsuken.
Let's get the registry back to Herman.
It's a chest.
Straight home now. That's no ordinary girl.
Wow.
I needed that.
I didn't even notice those things were actually coming at me. Fucked it.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Ready, go? Faster! Back to the stables, go.
Phew.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates. No, it's a different story inside, though. If Chadwick was being held here...
Don't give up hope just yet. Let me check the ground floor.
Then I'll search the upper level.
I got you.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer. Locked up tight. So this plays, and I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
Okay.
Caution, brother.
Okay.
What is that on the ground? It's shining.
Minimal loss, even the...
There was something shining.
They were feeding bearers to it. Nothing but a Akashic down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
I hope so. On the way, but I got something.
No luck downstairs.
I know. Bearers die every day in service, pitting bearers against a wild beast, armed with nothing. And not just those who could
Crazy.
fight, but and those who wouldn't, or could.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to...
Then we're too late.
Don't say that.
A key.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Is it the other way? Yep.
what we can find down here. Survivor.
Here.
And she sounds close.
Little one.
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone?
Some of the guards. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming.
Ready when you are. You poor thing.
Did
What?
he thought he must have sent you? Where is he?
Chadwick.
Was that?
We have to get out.
Doris.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
I will.
It's out there
Oh
waiting
my
for me.
fucking god.
I can't let it live. Not
It's
if it's got a
huge.
taste for bearers.
It's a fucking behemoth. Where's the break in the fence? Jesus, it was so far. Bring it on, you stupid bitch.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. Can't let that happen. All yours,
Can't see what's happening because of that. Just get these left up as well. Oh, that was a finish. Nice.
Sid, are you hurt?
No.
I'm fine.
Dan, did you find something of his?
What is it?
A diary. He was here.
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last.
Chadwick.
Come on. We have to get...
No. I'll see that she's looked after from now on.
It's gonna take me back to the hideout. It did. I guess I'll hand in some of the stuff now that I'm here.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days.
She is. Slowly, I thank the flames we found her.
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder, and for years we were her daggers, and so we escaped. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles, and the curse breakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
I hear. Did you by any chance?
I did.
So many names.
If I the bearer. The director was a brutal man.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces. Like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning. Never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive? When so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. I'm going to write a book. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering. And in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have...
No worries, Simon.
Mid. Tell me.
It's most of what I need. And a cogwheel. Gear's that smaller a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling it.
Wait, the children. Now that I think about it,
The young'uns? But what? I'll keep working on the model.
So the cogwheel was something else.
Sid!
She wasn't. She's just busy.
A new invention? Is it an airship?
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. A brass gear. A tiny one.
Oh, the one you forgot!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Nice. Good job, kids.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's...
Look!
Good job.
I found it! Is that all? Just the gear?
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your... hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
There you
Well?
go. One cogwheel.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect!
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. Well,
Uh-huh. Make a tiny flying adamantoise. Oh my god.
that should do it. Here goes nothing.
It's the airship.
Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without.
Didn't necessarily say that.
Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head? Or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Pick this back to Vivian first.
Vivi, I found it.
You... Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something, that the truth is just a matter of collective belief, and that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It
But what
does,
if-
but it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed, provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proved.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. She was a heretic, you see. A gallows stood ready for her, and by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by... I, too, have always... She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure any. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a... But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yes. Truth be told, it was me who suggested, but from what I hear...
No. Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have all I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conk and a half. Wouldn't do
He's
to
got big
waste it
honker.
now.
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Alright, Ember.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long.
True that is.
Time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Here's Otto.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things rarely do these days, but that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
Uncle, the Field Marshal has agreed to your... Rather, they will await your return there.
One other?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the rep, he asked if I might have a...
One of your...
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes,
Another out. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier.
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quentin can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward, Rockford.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased she had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Oh, I'm actually here.
And how, pray tell, will we get that great...
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. They'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the... but I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. 2 such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company are you expecting him to keep, the man?
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the bloody outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm, and to do that we must convince those in power. There will be disagreements, yes. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
Fuck's sake, Uncle.
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask, we shall play our parts to the best of our abilities. The realm needs its Sir Crandall. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Oh, that was a long pause. Gav?
You alright?
What's going on, my man?
Something troubling you?
No, it's just...
Oh, Edda.
I'm sure she'd like...
Back in the north, families would all let the little tykes know.
So?
Well, the problem is that Edda's due...
What kind of gift
Is
are
there
you
anything
making?
I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right, then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm?
Not just any.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo.
Silver chocobo.
There's not lucky, and thing is, they're hard to come by.
Only the big day is fast approaching.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call.
You're a good friend, Clive.
Do I have a silver chocobo? Or is she white? I think she's white.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Ah, yes.
You spoke of making amends with Dion.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor.
Oh.
This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education.
I see.
All to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons. His studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, His Highness always seems so preoccupied. It's not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tale. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is often...
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tales before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the... Whether they still survive there...
It's all right.
Thank you, Clive.
I got it. Blue flower, red thorns. Blue flower, red thorns.
Joshua, I don't think I'd realized how different, but...
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her. Now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect that it...
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying...
Okay. Hello. Who are you?
How the hell did it cross the strait?
That's hilarious. I love it. She doesn't do as much damage as I would think. He's still reduced damage. Wait, he's doing moves like me.
Nice try. Guess we're all ready. Too slow. Nice try.
Nice.
Your journey ends here. Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
See that found in already.
Too slow.
I just realized I could have. Yep, it's dead, alright.
Here they are.
There was a bomb.
You deserve a rest.
On here. Oh. Uh-huh.
Look who's here to meet us. Pity they don't see the fond of visitors.
With the behemoth claws. By that I mean Bahamut. There's 2 more marks. There's 3 left now.
I've had warmer welcomes.
Faster!
Straight home now.
Go. Behemoth king.
Another of the royalist guard dogs.
Shit.
Specimen it is too. Maybe that. Nice try.
Take a bit of away. Doing this again.
Nice try.
I'm down. That's Maelstrom. Again. Still got hit by one. Can't see what I'm doing. So close to it. That blocked for sure.
Too slow. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try.
So many times. Wasted on the Ruder when I know it doesn't do that much damage. Gone wrong icon, no wonder. Where the Phoenix's flames be purged. Annoying, Behemoth King.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
Oh. I wasn't expecting one of Garuda's. It's mixed with
Harmon's madness lives on.
further than that. That's what I meant. Oh, she goes right through.
Slow.
this attack is. I wasn't sure how I blocked that. It's like the flames of the birds. Yeah, I managed to do Behemoth King and you in just under 15 minutes.